Okay. On September 22nd, Mayor Adams issued an executive order 210 extending the state of emergency through November 22nd. Accordingly, boards are able to continue to act under the state of emergency section of the video conferencing law, chapter 56 of the laws of 2022. This allows the board to continue remotely. Minutes and video recording will be available on our website. Sorry, I have to switch between this and another screen. The minutes and recordings will appear on our website within 2 weeks. While certain portions of the open meeting law are suspended, all other regulations regarding meeting notice, committee quorum, meeting minutes, and video recordings are still in place. Meeting notifications will still be sent via email through our marketing tool. Please continue to check your junk or spam folder, as well as our social media sites, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. All outreach platforms will include web links for Zoom video and conference call number. Bronx CB7 will continue to use Zoom, which can easily be downloaded to your desktop, mobile device, or by opening a new browser. We will be posting on YouTube for more accessibility to residents. Some reminders: audio is necessary if you wish to participate. If using the computer, all background noise will be picked up by the speaker or microphone, interrupting the participant's ability to listen or speak. It is recommended that you use earphones or some headsets like these. Pre-test your device to ensure it works. Do not forget the meeting is live and your background is visible. When using the computer to join, always allow Zoom to access your microphone and camera in order to be seen or heard. If you're calling in from your cell phone or a landline, listen to the following controls for joining. To hear all available commands, press ** on your phone. Press *6 to mute or unmute yourself. Again, press ** to hear all available commands, *6 to mute or unmute yourself, or press *9 to virtually raise your hand. Community Board 7 has a code of conduct for its meetings with penalties and actions. Bronx Community Board 7 has the right to remove and or ask a member of the public to leave a meeting or block participation of anyone who engages in inappropriate conduct, including but not limited to obscene or offensive images or language, personal attacks, threats, or any other behavior that reasonably impedes the orderly administration of the meeting. Repeated offenses will be reviewed by the board's executive committee or any other assigned committee for a ban in the amount of time to be objectively determined by the above committees of the participants in the event of repeated disruptive behavior. If in-person outbursts or attacks continue, this will be considered disturbing of the peace and authority shall be summoned. So now I'll begin the public hearing section. This is an opportunity to comment on our fiscal 24 capital and expense budget request. The link is in the chat, or any other items that are pending. I'll start. Are there any elected officials on with us tonight? If not, I'll move on. Is there anyone here from the mayor's office? Is there anyone here from the public advocate's office? Is there anyone here from the New York City?
Yes.
Oh, Socrates. Welcome.
Thanks. Do I speak now?
Yes, you have 1 minute.
Okay. Hi, everybody. So let me just quickly mention a few things. One, the public advocate recently just introduced a bill that would allow small businesses to digitize their, all their paperwork, and also, a lot of mom and pops usually deal with cash, so also to allow them to digitize that as well, so they can join the basically the new world, right? So this bill will help mom and pop stores do that if passed. Another thing is that we just had our 18th person pass away at Rikers Island. So we're advocating, and the public advocate has been doing a lot of press conferences and rally around the city, hoping that the city council will pass this bill and ban solitary confinement. The other thing is that we just had an election, and we were monitoring the elections. Nothing went awry, thank God. And we also tried a new thing where we did a party at the polls, where we invited organizations to table by the polling sites to draw people in, get some information, and then urge them to come in and vote. Of course, we did that nonpartisan, the nonpartisan way. And the last thing I have is the public advocate wants to record a video for your next general meeting. Are you guys having a meeting in December? Aisha?
Yes, sorry, I was muted. Yes, we will be having a general board meeting in December. We don't have final dates yet.
Okay, great. So in that meeting, we can figure something out, but he wants to be able to deliver the message himself in a video, a special message for the holidays for everybody. So we'll talk about that offline. And that's all I got. I'm not showing up in video because I'm actually at an event. The borough president's having an event tonight, celebrating Puerto Rican heritage. So I wanted to tap in before I went in. I'm here sitting in the car. So everybody, have a blessed night and hope the meeting goes well.
Thank you, Socrates, for joining tonight.
All right.
Next, do we have anyone here from the New York City Comptroller's Office? Okay. Do you have anyone here from the Bronx Borough President's Office? Alexis, are you with us? Okay. Do we have anyone here from the Bronx District Attorney Darcel Clark's office? Carlos, are you joining us today to speak on behalf of the District Attorney or someone else?
Hi, good. Yes, I am. Good evening. My apologies. Good evening, everyone. My name is Carlos Sam Torres. I'm the Crime Prevention Coordinator / Reentry Liaison at the Bronx District Attorney's Office. I hope everyone is feeling well. I put my contact information in the chat box. You'll find my email address, my telephone number. If you have any concerns, any questions in regards to public safety, in your district, please feel free to reach out to me. Once again, this is Carlos Torres, Bronx District Attorney's Office. I want to wish you and your family a wonderful, happy holiday. And if you have any questions, I will be here until the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlos, for joining us. Next, we have Officer Echeverria from the 52nd Precinct.
Hey, Aisha, how are you?
Welcome.
So as far as the 5-2 goes, we have no change in crime in the last month from last month. 157 index crimes compared to 157 index crimes. That being said, crime is happening, but just hasn't changed in our area comparing it to last year. I do have a few announcements. Our treasurer for our community council, Ms. Grace Seamer, passed away. We laid her to rest this past weekend. Just want to thank all the community members that came out to support her family and really show that the community was there for her and she was there for the community. So thank you everyone who came out for that. I apologize, I am driving at the moment. Do want to announce our next meeting is on Thursday at Our Lady of Refuge Church, which is located at 290 East 196th Street at 7 p.m. We will have guest speakers from the sheriff's office, the sheriff himself, and we will also have the commanding officer of District 11, who will also talk about any of the train issues that we've been having throughout the city. So if anybody has any issues with the trains, that's a great opportunity to ask those individuals. And that being said, we also have our holiday float coming up on December 7th. We'll put out flyers so everyone can see where we're going to be heading. And looking forward to working with Community Board 7 and our community holiday toy drive. So if anybody has a 5-2 precinct, all the toys will be going to our precinct events, where we will be giving them out to the communities. And that's it. If anybody has questions for me, I'll be here.
Thank you, Ach. Hopefully we see you on Thursday. I'm gonna ask everyone to please be mindful on when you're logging in through your phone. Someone I think may have hit share your screen by accident, so be careful with that. All right, next, Rachel, are you here from State Senator Gustavo Rivera's office?
The camera just turned.
Is there anyone here from State Senator Gustavo Rivera's office? I could have sworn I saw them earlier.
Hi, folks. This is Rachel from Senator Rivera's office. Thank you, Aisha. Quick update. There's a big rise in RSV, and it's particularly affecting children. So if your child has symptoms, please monitor them closely because hospitalizations have been on the rise. Friendly reminder to follow the vaccination schedule because we're also seeing some scary polio outbreaks and a similar rise in flu infections. If you need tenant support from our office, we have a tenant specialist on a regular basis. We're happy to refer you to legal services. And of course, our office can assist with repairs and other matters with your landlord. If you don't know how to reach our office, we're at 718-933-2034. And my email is Ferrari, spelled just like the car, FERRARI @nysenate.gov. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rachel. Do we have anyone here from State Senator Jamal Bailey's office? We have anyone here from Senator Biaggi's office? Tyler, are you on?
Sorry, I'm from Senator Jamal Bailey's
Oh.
office. I couldn't figure out how to unmute myself. I will be taking, hi, everyone. My name is Karina. I'll be taking over for Kenny Agosto, who's no longer in our office anymore. We have some upcoming events. We have just give me 1 second. Let me pull up the exact details here. Okay, so we have a few turkey giveaways that are coming up in the next few weeks. If you guys would like to RSVP, you can send us a email at district12@council.nyc.gov or call 718-684-5509. We have a turkey giveaway on the 21st of November at the Northeast Bronx YMCA. That's 1250 East 229th in the Bronx. And then we also have another one, I believe, confirmed right now for 177 Dreiser Loop, Bronx, New York, 10456. That's Co-op City at 5 p.m. To sign up for our newsletter, you guys can sign up for that at bailey.nysenate.gov. And I think that is all the updates that we have for the office as of right now.
Thank you, Karina, and welcome to Community Board 7.
Thank you for having me.
Next, we have Tyler from Senator Biaggi's office.
Good evening, everyone. Our long-awaited turkey giveaway event is finally scheduled. We have a time and place for it to take place. I'll drop it in the chat, but it's November 19th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Huntington Free Library Library at 9 Westchester Square. And yeah, that's it. Have a good one, everyone.
Thank you, Tyler. Do we have anyone here from Assembly Member Jose Rivera's office? Do we have anyone here from Assembly Member Jeff Dinowitz's office? Do we have anyone here from Assemblywoman Natalia Fernandez's office? And Daniel, I know you're here from Assemblywoman Judel Catapia's office.
Hello, hey, how's it going, everyone? Sorry for just a little bit of background noise. I'm literally running to another committee meeting right now, but just wanted to give some quick little updates. Our office is open. As always, we're open from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. We're here to see constituents. We're here to help people out. We have a turkey giveaway going on this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. In order for you to get a turkey, we do ask that you please come to the office beforehand so we can register you and sign you up and give you a voucher or a little ticket. And with that ticket, you can come pick up the turkey on Saturday, just so we have an idea of how many turkeys to get. If you have any questions, we're more than open to take any phone calls from the community. So our phone number is 718-933-6909. Again, 718-933-6909. I'm gonna drop my email in the chat. I look forward to connecting with you guys. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the holiday season, and we'll be in touch. Thank you once again, Aisha.
Thank you, Daniel. Moving on to the council members. George from Council Member Oswald Feliz's office.
Hey everybody, I'm George from Councilmember Oswald Felice's office. Also, my colleague Esperanza Diaz is also here from Councilmember Felice's office. Right now, for alternative health bucks for constituents, we ran out, but you could also go to Pots for the Solution. They could give health bucks from $9 to $18 of food. Recently we received a flyer about healthy neighborhoods, free fresh health box at MS 313 at 37 13 Barnes Avenue. The first food box starts at $14, and from Tuesday 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. starting November 15th. So that was yet today. Also, if people want free turkeys and that live in our district, I believe you have to come to our office, give your first and last name and address and telephone number. And then we will contact you when we do the free turkey giveaway. Also, my email is gcook@council.nyc.gov, and our office is at 573 East Fordham Road. Entrance is on Huffman, and our telephone number is 718-842-8100.
Thank you, George.
And one more thing, and also the council member actually had a press conference yesterday about the e-bike batteries. And also there was a public hearing after that.
Do we have anyone here from Councilmember Pirino Sanchez's office?
Yep, I'm here.
Hi, Adrian.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. So for starters, I want to thank everyone who was able to attend the Kingsbridge Public Workshop on the 5th. We had a really great turnout. I recognize some of y'all who were in attendance. So just wanted to extend the thanks, and we will definitely be disseminating more information about future workshops. If you have any additional questions or comments regarding the process, don't hesitate to reach out to us and we will follow up on that. And as far as upcoming events, we do have a turkey giveaway happening this Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. at St. James Park. It will be first come, first served. And also just wanting to flag just additional resources that we are sharing with folks as well, alongside the participatory budget, adding in the neighborhood advisory board and the citizens committee. So if you have any additional questions regarding any of that, we are also sending out information regarding that. As always, good seeing you all, and thank you for all that you do.
Thank you, Adrian. Next, do we have anyone from Councilmember Eric Dinowitz's office? Jenna, I know
Yes.
you're on. Okay.
I am on. Hello, everyone. This is Jenna Klaus from Councilmember Eric Dinowitz's office. And our phone number is 718-549-7300. We've had a few events lately that I just wanted to let everybody know about. They were really great and successful, and we want to replicate them. So please reach out to us if any of this sounds interesting. We had a public safety town hall at Lehman College with the deputy mayor of public safety. We had coffee and tea with Councilmember Dinowitz at Early Bird Cafe. And we had multiple shredding events and flu shot events. We do have some other exciting upcoming events. One of them is going to be an informational Zoom on coyotes. That might sound a little bit weird, but we've gotten dozens of phone calls lately about coyotes popping up in the district. We are also doing a Tracy Towers turkey giveaway this Thursday. The Coyote Zoom is also going to be this Thursday. We're also giving away some materials that may be helpful for you. We have inflatable flood barriers and leaf bags from our office that you can come pick up if you need barriers for flooding or leaf bags for your gardening. From City Hall, we have a exciting bill that I am excited to tell you all about. It is a bill having to do with the 311 system that can always use improvements. This bill would require 311 customer service center to conduct consumer satisfaction surveys after each 311 call intake is closed and publish agency report cards, which would essentially improve the system's functionality along with letting the public know how their city agencies are performing. So that is all from our office, and you can feel free. I put my email in the chat. Feel free to reach out anytime.
Aisha, I have a question. She
Yeah,
never
sure,
said,
go ahead.
she never, Ms. Claus, what time is the turkey giveaway at Tracy Towers, please?
Hold on 1 second.
Thank
It
you.
is going to be starting at 11 a.m. and it's going until all of the turkeys are gone.
Okay, what part of Tracy Towers is that, please?
It is going to be, if you can email me, I put my email in the chat, I'll let you know. I don't have it right in front of me, but I can let you know right away if you email.
Okay, thank you.
Also, Jenna, if you can share that with us, Carla or Jade, can you put your email in the chat? That way we can do an email blast. And that goes for any reps. When you come on the meeting, if you can email us these flyers beforehand, that way we can do an email blast for you. It would help a lot because it's very hard for folks to write all these things down. Or even if you have links for your flyer and image, you can put it in the chat. That would help a lot. But thank you, Jenna, for touching on the 3-on-1. I was just about to ask you that. I know that that's a big concern here when folks make a complaint and it gets closed. I know Serial will definitely appreciate that big time.
We actually have a full package of legislation just on 311 bills. I would love to send the board the information on that legislation. I won't go into detail, but they're all really good bills about improving the system and how it works for people. So my colleague Adam and I will send over that information.
Oh, that'd be great. We'll share that with the executive board. And if you need support letters, I'm sure that this board will be happy to be helpful in that way. Because
Thank you so
3-on-1
much.
seems to be, our kryptonite and the way those tickets get closed. So we appreciate the council members' efforts on that. So definitely wanted to
Great.
share that.
Thank you so much.
So we're done with the council members. Any elected officials that jumped on that I may have missed? Okay. So we are moving on to the public section. We have Pam Cora from the Kingsbridge Fordham Library or the Bronx Library Center. It depends on what year you moved into the district. You pick your poison on the name, but it's now known as the Bronx Library Center. So for me growing up, it was the Kingsbridge Library, but for some, or it's in Fordham if the old library, but welcome, Pam.
I should thank you. It's so funny. Just a few updates for you all really quickly. So we now have a social work intern that is at our location Wednesdays, Fridays, and all day Saturday. So they're in the afternoon for 3 hours at 4 Wednesdays and Friday, and all day on Saturday. They can provide help with housing, resources, give you some contacts, connections, viable resources for any, difficulty or challenge you might be facing. I'll share the flyers with you on Thursday. I should just, in case anybody's asking, and for the next email blast. That's something that you can make an appointment for in person the day of. So we don't have advanced appointments. You just come in, visit our third adult floor, and ask to see the social work intern. We also have Immigration Justice Corps here on the third floor as well. That is appointment only. You can go online and actually make an appointment with Action NYC. They provide immigration and citizenship help, legal advice, and a number of resources. Again, these resources are completely free to our community. So if you're interested in anything of the sort, please visit our website. You can go to nypl.org and look for Bronx Library Center, and these things will come up for you to click on some links and make an appointment if you like, find out more information. We also feature NYPL after school, so from 3:30 until 6 each day. Kids can receive homework help. They do an activity, a craft, an engaging sort of learning activity, and they also get snacks to take with them upon exit. We do have some lead tutors, student tutors that are here to, do enrichment activities with them, help them with all sorts of subjects and homework. So please don't forget that as well. We have a few author events coming up and also a piano concert on Saturday, December 10th. So Joe Sherman, who's a native, native New Yorker, native Bronxite, will be here to play some wonderful, relaxing melodies on our lovely piano in the auditorium space. So please don't miss out. I'll put some information in the chat, and I'll also send it to the community board for more publicized sharing with the community.
Thank you, Pam. And also a big shout out to you and your team for allowing us to use your space, even though we've canceled, but this remote back and forth. Either way, we want to thank you and acknowledge you for your willingness to host us and have us. So definitely big shout out to the Bronx Library Center. Tasha, I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know if you heard me. Pam, how you doing? I wanted to know if the you got me confused with the names now. The Fordham Kingsbury.
They're all one library, right?
We're
Depends
all
what year
one.
you moved into the
we're
district.
we're the big library in the Bronx. That's how everyone can kind of narrow it down.
I know. Have you guys started accepting or processing the New York ID applications yet?
So we have seen an incredible uptick in NYC ID. We do still have ID NYC on site. They are located on our 5th floor. You do need an appointment, but we are seeing floods of people walking in. We can't be certain why they're joining us, whether they're seeking asylum, whether they just hear of the great reputation of Bronx Library Center. We can't pinpoint exactly which one, but we are still providing all those services. So I would suggest going on to 311, making an advance appointment. You can walk by and see what things look like in a day. That's definitely up to you, but it is recommended that you go online to 311 or call to make an appointment for ID NYC. We know we've been getting floods of people and the office is trying to meet the need as much as possible. We're seeing lines of people pass our building every day. And they're just trying their hardest and, getting to as many folks as possible. But really the preferential way is to go to 311 and make that appointment.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. We also have a Spider-Man card. So if you're a Marvel fan, while you're coming in to check on IDMIC, your kids, the nephews, someone else, we have a limited edition Spider-Man card.
That is so cool. I'm totally a Marvel fan.
Oh,
it looks really good. It's free of charge, even if you're getting a replacement card. So if you like one of these limited edition cards, you can visit our branch, any branch, the 93 locations. Have your ID, have your library card. We'll swap it out for you and give you this lovely beauty.
That's amazing. Thank you. It's always exciting. The best library, right? Thank you. Thank you. We've been joined by 2 elected officials. First, joined us Council Member Oswald Feliz. Right? Are you? Did I see that? No? Oswald? Okay. Okay, maybe I thought I did see him. We also been joined by New York State Senator Alessandra Biaggi. No, I could have sworn I saw them join. Okay, let me. Senator, council member, Tyler, is she on?
Yes, she is on.
Oh, okay. Would she like to speak?
I believe so. Hold on.
Okay.
Give me one moment.
Okay. It's hard to keep track of the squares. I'm sorry. Bear with me. They move. George, did the council member join? Or did I not see that? All right.
I'm trying to check right now.
All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so while we heard back, I'm gonna move on. And Sirio, I'm gonna give you the floor until we wait for the electeds. Welcome. I'm sure you're happy with the 311 packages, right? At least that gives you a little hope.
Little hope, little hope. Hoping. Thanksgiving, yes, I guess it comes for Thanksgiving. Good evening, everyone. Basically, all I wanted to say was I got my fall leaf collection flyer in the mail, and I was so happy until I looked on the back and I noticed that as the Bronx, we all should be treated equally. But then I realized that 6 of the community boards are supposed to do all the hard work of collecting leaves, while the bottom 6 opt out of collecting leaves, and they just put them in the trash. Set out leaves with trash or bring to a local drop-off site. And what I don't understand, which is what basically questioning more our elected officials, is how is it that when we all pay the same amount of taxes, we get different services from the same agency? And how is it that we were elected to do the hard work of collecting leaves, holding on for them for the famous 2 days, once a month, to have them collected by sanitation is a little confusing to me, how our community does all the hard work of collecting leaves. Maybe there's no trees down in those other 6 districts in the South. I haven't been down there in quite a while. So I was just wondering about that. But I want to thank everybody for the future. We're going to miss our great leader going on to bigger things. We're going to need a lot of help to replace that one. So God bless everyone, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate the love. I'm definitely going to miss you, but I'm not going too far. You can still visit me at 161st, but we have great board members and folks that I'm sure will rise to the occasion, and I look forward to seeing that. And of
Well, the way
course,
things are going,
your
I'll be in
push.
court a lot.
I don't want to hear that. No, it's always good to hear from you, Serial. Thank you. Senator Biaggi?
Hi there. I hope that you can hear me. I apologize that I'm not on the camera. My internet keeps kicking me in and out of the Zoom. So I apologize for that. But let me first start by saying congratulations to you, Aisha. I'm really proud of you. This is an incredible opportunity for you. And frankly, if someone was asking me, which no one is asking me, my opinion is that you could literally run this entire county. So with your eyes closed. So I think that you are going to literally just sky's the limit. So I'm so proud of you and so grateful for everything you've done for this community board, as well as honestly for this borough. So I'm always here to help however I possibly can. And I know that you've served this community board in ways that will pay it dividends in the future. So I had to start with that because I have so much gratitude for you and I want you to know that.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Well, you're so welcome. I know I'll be really very brief, like literally 60 seconds brief. First of all, just good evening to every office already.
Senator, we can't hear you. I think her internet is out again. Senator? Tyler, if you could let her know.
Yeah, I just texted her. Thank you.
Okay. I don't know if we give her a second there. Because that's the one challenge on Zoom, right? Internet is reliable. Unreliable. Unreliable. I think we kind of lost her there. Okay. So while we wait for her,
I'm
we've
back.
been joined. Oh, okay. There you go.
I'm so sorry. My internet is very bad right now. I have no idea why. So I'm going to be like 30 seconds quick. I know Tyler already talked about our annual food and health empowerment fair for the November harvest season. It's this Saturday, November 19th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. It is at the Huntington Free Library, which is right in Westchester Square. So if you're able to make it, please come. If you can't make it, spread the word. We will have fresh produce, turkeys, community resources, and supplies are really first come, first serve. And so if you are in need or somebody that you know is in need, please make sure that they get there because we want to make sure everybody has the ability to actually get what they need for Thanksgiving. I also will just say that, as we enter this winter season, the increase in COVID cases, of course, will happen. That's just what happens, just like the flu. So for everyone to just, of course, be careful. And as a result of that, and just to take really, I think, notice of what is potentially coming, we're going to continue to distribute resources throughout the district, including PPE and hand sanitizer. I know everyone's probably sick of hearing these kinds of words come out of anybody's mouth. I certainly am. But if you need them, or if someone that you know needs them, or if you just want them for yourself or for others in the community, please just let us know and we'll make sure that you get those. And then lastly, and not least, we will continue, of course, to provide our usual constituent services to constituents. And if you need any assistance at all, please contact our constituent services team. We'll put the number back in the chat, but it's 718-822-2049 extension 1, or by email. And I will not read that out to all of you. We'll put that in the chat again, but we're here to help in any way we possibly can until December 31st, when we literally will turn into pumpkins. Just kidding. But whatever you need, please don't be shy. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Biaggi. Thank you for your service to District 34. You will certainly be missed. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We've also been joined by my Councilmember Oswald Feliz.
Good evening, everyone. So good to see all of you. I'm Councilmember Oswald Feliz. I want to start by reiterating some of the words that I mentioned during the last meeting. Aisha, major congratulations. All of us are wishing you nothing but the best of luck in your new journey. You've dedicated your whole career to public service, and not only to public service, but specifically public service in the Bronx. And we're very thankful for every single minute you've dedicated helping resolve local issues that we have here. And we look forward to continuing to work with you in your new capacity starting the beginning of next year.
Thank you.
Yep. Some brief legislative updates. I know we have a lengthy agenda, so I'll be super brief. During the last meeting, I talked about the fire safety legislation that we introduced, restricting the sale of e-bike batteries. Not all e-bike batteries, but specifically those that are not certified. Last week, we saw another horrible fire, this time in Midtown, 52nd Street. 43 people were injured. So I introduced a bill restricting the sale of e-bike batteries, those that are not certified. And we actually had a very, very, very productive hearing yesterday in the city council. We heard testimony from the fire department, from our deliveristas who rely on these e-bike batteries. We heard testimony from the DSNY and so many others. And we're expecting our fire safety e-bike legislation to hopefully pass before the end of this year. We've had too many tragedies, and we're not going to continue to wait. Besides that, we have a few turkey giveaways in the next week, including one in Dennis Lane Apartments, which is out of CB7. And we're hoping to do one in Servium Gardens, which is in the Community Board 7 region, and we'll make sure to keep all of you updated. With that said, our office is open, no appointment needed. We are here to serve the public. Anything you need, you could just walk in after 10 o'clock, Monday through Thursday. Fridays, we're working remotely. Thank you so much. And the results haven't been announced yet. Sorry, I just popped in.
No, not yet.
Okay, cool.
The candidates still have to give their speeches and stuff. So we're looking at roughly another, what, Barbara, maybe 15, 20 minutes of that? If that? No, probably less, right? Because I'm next. So yeah, probably soon, like 10 minutes.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
All right. Last but not least, we have Helene Red. And then that ends our public session.
I'm trying. Hi, everyone. Just a quick reminder, we are having a flagging event at the Bronx Victory Memorial at Marion and Marion Avenue, Mashula Parkway. I'm sorry, Mashula Parkway and Marion Avenue. This coming Saturday, the 19th, starting at 11 a.m. All are welcome. I'm sorry, my arm numbed up. All are welcome as we salute our fallen heroes in our neighborhood. Rain or shine, we're gonna be there, but I don't see any rain in forecast. Just a quick reminder.
Celia also put in the chat the veterans flyer, so feel free to click on that to make reference to Helene's invitation. All right, Madam Chair, this concludes our public hearing session of Bronx Community Board 7 for November's meeting.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. This is the November 2022 general meeting of Community Board 7. It's nice to see so many people on board, so we'll get right into the agenda. All right, I believe we have to review the minutes from last month's meeting, so I will share the screen. All right, this is from our October meeting. I'll scroll slowly. All right, we have some information from our public session, our council people, controller's office, public advocate, VP's office, our senators, and then from the public. All right, Aisha gave her report. And we had a motion from the Veterans Committee. The nominations for the position of the chairperson. And then reports from our committees. All right, does anyone have a comment?
Yes, Barbara.
Go ahead.
It's Myrna Calderon. We need to take attendance first, don't we?
Not yet.
Don't we have to vote on the minutes?
Don't we need to have attendance in order to vote on the minutes?
I was going to ask for a verbal
I have a
recommendation
minor,
rather than going through the attendance.
I have a minor correction.
Yes, go ahead, Lowell.
My green is without an E.
Excuse me?
When you say my name in the minutes, it has green with an E on the end.
Oh,
I do not
okay.
have an E.
All right, that will be collected.
I'll make that correction, don't worry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, do we have a motion to accept the minutes as presented?
I move to accept the minutes.
Okay, do we have a second?
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you, everyone. Okay, yes, Myrna, you're correct, but I think tonight we want to move the agenda a little bit because we have a lot to do. All right, from there, we'll go on to the district managers updates. Aisha?
I'll be brief. As you've heard, I obviously have another job that I'll be starting the first week in January. We had this discussion last month, but I'll remind folks that this is my last general board meeting. So I will not be here next month to host, as I will be taking vacation for the remainder of my annual leave. I'll send a detailed email when I have exact dates, but right now I'm looking at possibly December 1st to December 28th, at which point my resignation will, I'm sorry, I don't know if you know this, but I'm getting over like pneumonia, so it's hard to, excuse me. My resignation will take effect December 30th. But stay tuned for a lengthy, detailed email on those timeframes that I'll be sending potentially towards the end of the month, as I confirm all the timeframes with the Bronx Borough President's office.
All right.
Carla, sorry, I'm a little slow today. Just
Go
bear
ahead,
with me
go
'cause
ahead.
it's hard to breathe. Carla has been trained very well, and so has Jade. So Carla will be assuming all the responsibilities in the interim. The good thing is, like in the past, I know that this board had to wait a long time because of the annual leave accumulated by my predecessors at some point, but that is not the case. I have very little time left. Now, in terms of when you can start the hiring process and all those things, I will send the board an email with all those things, as well as we're still working on that with the borough president's office. Some protocols have changed in terms of how resumes and postings do happen. So that information will be shared. I will not leave the board until everyone is comfortable and understands process. I will never do that. But yes, this is my last general board meeting. Once I'm done here with the public hearing part and my report, I will be leaving. I'll still be available until the end of the month for any questions on transition. And lastly, any questions on the voting process?
Aisha, before you go, on behalf of the board, I'd like to thank you for your years of hard work. I believe it's 4 years. I don't know where the
It
time.
would have been 5 January 22nd.
Okay. Well, 4
Would have been
plus.
5.
And
Yeah.
thank you for all your work, all your different ideas, and everything that we have been able to accomplish. It hasn't been easy with COVID, and we understand that. But we thank you that we stayed together. We've had our meetings as usual, and we wish you the best.
Thank you. And I'm glad you say that. I think I want to end on this note saying that appreciate the staff you have. Treat them with respect. Don't create hostile environments for them. They're very qualified individuals, and we want to make sure that there's retention. That's important, especially as board members move on and their term limits. So treat them well because they work very hard, and acknowledgement does help with morale. But I do want to remind folks that if you get a call from any of us regarding your ballot, there's an opportunity if you voted twice for us to erase your answer and give you an opportunity to vote one more time. So some of you have been getting our calls as that. And what we do is to confirm, we send you an email receipt. So there's full transparency of the conversation that took place with your consent. Fortunately enough, that only happened twice. Any questions in terms of tonight's ballots? If not, then I'll bring up one question that was brought up is how can you view who voted? You can always email Carla or Jade. They can schedule a Zoom with you and show you on a shared screen the tally of who voted for what candidate. As if it were in person, usually you make an appointment in the office and you come see the documentation. Well, in this case, we'll schedule a Zoom and they can show you the tally on the screen. Now, in terms of office updates, I'm looking forward to going back in person. We don't have an exact schedule yet, but towards the end of the month. It won't be a full 5-day schedule. None of us are working a full 5-day schedule. There'll be some work from home, but most likely towards the end of the month, we have to assess the office and its progress and of course, purchase many items to bring it up to COVID speed, I'm gonna say. And the next time you see me is to give a final budget update in December with Andrew, and that's it.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, we'll move the agenda. Chairperson's remarks. Again, this will be my last interim meeting. I'd like to thank everybody for their cooperation. You've been great. Committee chairs, members, whatever, and I'm sure by the end of this meeting, we will have our newly elected chairperson. All right. I do want to remind you that both candidates who are running now hold elected positions, which means there will be an opening either for secretary or second vice chair. So according to our bylaws, at the next monthly meeting, there will be nominations for whichever position is open. All right, we're next going to move on to giving both candidates a few minutes to address the full board. And then after each candidate speaks for a few minutes, we'll open it up if anybody has a question. All right, we'll go in alphabetical order. So we'll start with Yahaira Arias. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself or what you plan to do, Yahaira? Okay, we wanted to do this before attendance was taken.
Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
I had to move my computer somewhere else. Okay, hi everybody. I am Yahaira Arias and I am nominee candidate for chair. I sent everyone my vision as to what I would like for CB7 to be. I want to make sure that we keep building on the foundation that has already been established. And I want us to work as a team. I know that a lot of things have gone up and down, especially with COVID and with us at some point seeing each other personally in meetings. So my vision is to continue to create transparency in everything that we do. I want us to have great teamwork and assure this board that we can do everything that we set out to do, and we can look to a better future, not just for ourselves, but the generations that are coming after us. We need to work hard and make sure that everything that we do gets put in place so that we can, have a good board, have a good morale, have good ways of getting things done. And as a team, I'm a believer of being a team player. I'm a paralegal by trade. This is what I do every day in my day-to-day life. And I would like to use that on the board as chair to continue to build. It's important that we do it together as a team. That is all coming from me. I hope I've garnered your vote, and good luck to both of us. Chad, I said it from the beginning, may the best qualified person win here tonight. Win or lose, I am very proud to be a part of this board. Thank you.
All right, before we move on, are there any questions for Yahira? No? All right, we'll move on to the next candidate, Chad Royer.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
I had a question for Yara. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, hold on 1 minute, Chad. Go ahead, Helene.
I was trying to, I never could pronounce your name right. I pronounce your name with a Yahira, all the time.
It's fine. For the most part, if you can't say my name professionally, a lot of people call me Jay.
Okay, Jay, because that Yahira, I just call Yahira again. Let me ask you a question. What can you bring? I know you said part of it, you can bring, certain things to the board, but what other things that you can bring to the board? What meaning, like, what can you act? Okay, how can I put this? I'm trying to put it in there. What other visions you can bring to the board? What other visions do you have for this board? I know you say you're a paralegal by trade, but besides that, what is your whole vision and whole for the board? Is that what I'm trying?
What is my vision for the board?
And whole, saying that, like the different seats for the board, the different positions that we have in the board. What is your vision? What is your vision with that?
Well, my vision is to have a cohesive group of board members that we can work together and achieve all of our goals. Nothing that I've said or wanted to do is a mystery. I've been very upfront. I'm very vocal of the things that I want to do. I bring a lot to the table, and I'm bilingual. I can get around as anyone in this district, as good as anybody. I bring everything that I want forward, and I think I can use everything that I do in my day-to-day life and push the board forward.
All right. Okay, any other questions before we move on to the next candidate? All right, Chad Royer, you're on. Go ahead, Chad.
Hi, good evening, everyone. So my name is Chad Y. Royer. I'm a resident of our neighborhood for over 40 years, married with children. I've been a board member since 2017, where I was the former Health Committee Chair, the current Veterans Chair, and the second Vice Chair. I'm also a founding member of Bronx Parent Autism Support Circle, which is a parent support group going on strong for 9+ years. I'm running for the vacant chairperson position for our board. And one of the things I would like to look at, for example, is how we're able to get some of our items on our capital expense budget funded, because many come back with an answer to try to reach out to our elected officials. I feel this is just a small opportunity where we can collab with our elected so that we have a chance of getting some of our priorities funded. If I can just throw an example of St. James Park, where there was advocacy for basketball courts and handball courts to be redone, and that ended up getting funded. I also aim to work with our committees and members to address the issues like quorum, participation, engagement, and bringing content forward to the community so that we can tackle those issues at hand together. A little bit of what I've done in the past, I've played a leading role in many events as a member of this board. We held our early intervention forum at Lehman, another disabilities awareness forum at Lehman, veterans roundtables on mental health and tenants' rights. I'm working on a marketing campaign with members of the VA for suicide prevention and awareness amongst our veterans. And I've been helping the NYPD against illegal fireworks during the summer months. I've helped tenants at Fordham Village veterans residents who are facing unlivable conditions in their building, including an elevator that has been stuck and out of service for several weeks at a time. But one success I'm really proud of is the fact that I've been able to chair 2 committees on our board for the course of 4 years. And we've been successful in obtaining quorum and participating in the committees. I believe that I can help replicate that success where we have opportunities to do so. Many huge opportunities that we have on this board. And one of the things I want to do is help encourage some of the new folks and the experienced folks to get a little more knowledge on some of the things that they may not know so they can be better advocates for our community.
Okay,
I
thank
am
you.
ready-
Oh,
my
go
time is
ahead.
up?
No,
Oh.
go ahead, finish up.
Sorry. So my message is simple to the community. I care about you and your neighborhoods. To the new and experienced board members, I've listened to a lot of your feedback and I'm ready to work. I'm ready, willing, and able to help you, and I will not waste your time. I, Chad Y. Royer, your candidate for the chairperson of the best board in the Bronx, Bronx Community Board 7, I ask for your vote.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Do we have any questions for Chad? No, all right, it was suggested that we give a few minutes before.
Said it all.
There's a question, Eric.
Oh, okay. Eric, you have a question, go ahead, and then Helene.
I think my question is for both candidates. Where do you guys stand on making this a hybrid meetings so that we can keep engaging the public easier?
I can answer that. I'm in favor of exploring the hybrid opportunity because some of our folks still have challenges being able to make meetings either because of health issues, and it also opens the door where we can have more attendees at the meetings. I'm very open-minded to the hybrid with the virtual and the in-person.
Okay, Jahira, do you want to answer that too, please?
Yes. I also think that, well, depending on the elected officials, right? We have to wait on the laws to tell us a little bit and guide us as to what we can do. I am open to a hybrid position as well, because we do get more participation. We do get more people in the comfort of their homes or wherever they are to join into our meetings. So I am open to a hybrid option as well.
Okay, all right, we had one other question, Helene? Helene? No? All right.
No, I just lost my train of thought, no.
Oh, okay. Anybody else? All right, we will then move on. It was suggested that we give a couple of minutes just in case there may be members who have not had the opportunity to vote, because once we go into our roll call, voting stops at that point. All right, so we'll give it a minute or two. Is there anyone out there on the board who will need to use the few minutes to vote?
Yes, me.
Okay, go ahead.
So I had a question before the meeting about the ballot. How do I get the ballot up now? Do I leave the meeting?
You have to go to your email.
Oh,
If
So
you
I have to leave the
hit
meeting.
the yellow button on top. And it'll
Oh,
bring
okay.
it down, the screen down, and then go into your emails.
Nora, you should be able to go back into your email and you can still be open on your Zoom meeting and go into your ballot.
So I just eggs out?
No,
No, Nora, you
no.
don't have to. You can just minimize your screen.
Minimize it.
Yes,
the
you
yellow
can
button on
minimize it
top.
and then go to your emails. And the email will come from my colleague Jade Guzman. And the link is in there.
Where do you minimize?
On
What kind of
top left side, you see three colored buttons. The middle one's yellow. Hit that one.
The yellow button.
Yes, the yellow one.
Oh, I got it. Okay, hit that one.
Okay, good.
And then how do I get back in again? Same way?
You're going to just hit it. It goes down to the bottom.
Okay. General board meeting, gotta go to the mail. Where the heck?
It
is
would have
the
been from
mail?
Jade.
Jade.
Yeah. Where is the mail? I don't see the mail. General board meeting. I hit the yellow button. Can
Okay,
you
now
hear
go
me?
into your now go into Nora, now go into your emails.
I don't see any email. You're telling me go to the email. I don't see any email. I see a whole lot of list of this, that, and the other thing.
You
I don't
could
see any.
you could type the title of the email. and
Jade, just resend her the email with the code and everything, please. Just hold on to Nora. We'll just bump it back in your email.
Nora, you have you're on a Mac. What kind of computer do you have?
Lenovo.
Lenovo. Okay. So you're
all we need her to do is go back to her PC. Jade will resend whatever was sent earlier.
yeah, but she doesn't see she doesn't see her mail, Aisha.
I don't
She's
see
not-
the mail.
She
You don't have your
doesn't know how
email.
to compartmentalize, being on the Zoom meeting and then having her mail. I don't know what her mail system is, what she has. What
Okay,
is
all
your
right.
mail?
So let's do something. Carla, give her a call. Nora, log off.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna suggest. So
Nora,
let her
log
know.
off. Carla, call her right now. Like right now.
I'll log off the meeting.
Yeah,
Yes.
log off the
Like-
meeting. We're gonna call
like-
you, and Carla's gonna let us know when you're coming back in, and we'll wait for you. Right, Barbara?
Okay.
Okay,
Gotcha.
yes, we will wait for you. Go ahead, log off.
I'm glad I stayed. Sorry, I was leaving.
We didn't want to get into too much deep conversation in terms of programmatic needs because we don't know what the remedy.
Okay.
Okay. All right,
I'll wait for them to come back in to see if I can help, but I'm not.
okay,
able to tell you
thank
anything.
you.
Hi, Barbara, it's Samantha. Is it okay if I ask a question to Chad and Jaira?
Yes, go ahead. While we're waiting, why not?
Okay, so the question I have for both candidates is that if you were to be elected, what is the first thing that you would put into place for the board as chair?
All right, Jaira, do you want to answer that first, and then we'll go to Chad?
I'll answer that. The first thing that I want to do, and I've expressed this to everyone in my email and to everyone I spoke with, the first thing I want to do is have a meeting with all the membership and obtain your pros and cons. Because I know not everybody is happy with certain things. I know some people are happy with certain things. I want to meet with the membership and have a full conversation face to face as to the pros and cons and see where we can fix what are the cons and elevate what are the pros. That's the first thing I want to do.
Okay. Chad?
I don't want to sound like a cookie cutter, but I think that's the appropriate response. It's the right thing to do, in my opinion, is to reach out to folks, ask them the questions, try to get a gauge on what they can commit to and what kind of goals that they have so that we can put them in the right committees.
Thank you both. Good luck.
Thank you.
I have a question for both candidates as well as we wait. I would like to know, besides having a hybrid model, are there any other ways or strategies you plan to engage the community a little bit more?
All right. Go ahead, Shad, and then we'll.
So something that I've done in another organization was do table setups to do visibility on the outside. So I would attend maybe a campus or a corner or a residence hall. And this presents an opportunity where I can reach out to folks who normally would not have known of who we are. I think that's a great way that we can reach folks outside the social media, the general meetings and the committee meetings, and maybe some of the special events. I'm open-minded to continue doing that, even if it means something as a voter registration drive for folks in the neighborhood. That's one thing that I would like to explore going forward.
All right. Jahira?
Hi, Tanya, that's a great question. One of the things that I would like to do, aside from a hybrid model, is similar to what Chad said, but a little different. I would like for us to, something the board has done before, but a little bit more in depth, is to take a walk around the district, have the membership come around and walk around the district, get to know all the certain parts of the districts that you may not know about, that you only hear about, and come out and engage with the public so that they know who you are, that if they see you, they can refer to you as someone that's a part of Community Board 7. So I would like to have that type of engagement and maybe do it more than once a year, a few times during the year when the weather is nice, so that everybody gets to see who we are and what we do.
Okay, thank you. I see Jade is on. Jade, are we ready to move on?
Yes, we are. We have a hand up.
All right, we can move on. Okay, good.
Alfred has his hand up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who did I miss? Oh, Alfred, go ahead.
Yeah, just a question in general in terms of for both candidates. Do you believe there should be a time limit on how an individual who is from the neighborhood to remain on the city, the community board? Do you believe there should be a time limit? Either candidate can answer that.
All right, this time we'll start.
Are you referencing the law that passed in 2019? Well, not the law, but the voting proposal that passed?
Right.
Oh, I wasn't in favor of it. I felt that even though it was a limitation of 4 terms totaling 8 years, it wasn't enough to keep a proper balance as to how long folks could serve. The risk that you take is that if you have a whole bunch of people that are forced to leave the board at one time, the learning curve could potentially become an issue, and folks would literally have to start from scratch.
All right.
Did I answer your question?
Let me clarify that's not a fact. So if more than 50% of the board, because of term limits, becomes unoccupied, there will be a certain percentage of those members that would be allowed to serve another term, totaling up to 10 years.
Okay, thank you. Jahira, do you want to answer that?
Yeah, Alfred, if you're, well, since we got a little bit more clarification, if you're asking in terms of who should serve in positions on the board for a certain period of time, the answer, I believe, is yes. I believe that certain term limits should be put in place. The only reason for that is I believe that we should have give other members the opportunity to lead. I think not every idea is bound for, but we should give other people the opportunity to be in a position to lead, because they may have better plans, better ideas that will work out in the long term, and it will help the community. So I do believe that certain positions, yes, they should have term limits.
All right. I believe Jade said that we're ready to move on. So at this point, we're going to move to the secretary for the roll call, and that means that the voting has closed. All right,
Okay, we're gonna do this in real time. Can everybody see my screen?
yes.
Okay, so for the general board meeting attendance roll call for November 15, 2022 is as follows. Leuris Acosta,
Leuris Acosta present.
Tasha Andrews,
Tasha Andrews, present.
Betty Arce,
Betty Arce present.
Jahaira Arias present, Emmanuel Samoa,
Emmanuel Samoa present.
Eric Asensio,
Eric Asensio present.
Michelle Avila,
Michelle Avila present.
thank you. Toby Buford,
Toby Buford present.
thank you. Myrna Calderon,
Myrna Calderon is present.
thank you. Ruth Caraballo,
Ruth Caraballo is present.
thank you. Manjur Shahuri,
Manjur Chaudhary present.
thank you. Sandra Erickson, Nora Fury,
Nora Fury present.
thank you. Hugo Gonzalez,
Hugo Gonzalez present.
thank you. Alfred Grant,
Alfred Grant, present.
thank you. Lowell Green,
Lowell Green is present.
thank you. Danielle Herbert Guggenheim, Danielle Herbert Guggenheim, Helene Hartman Kanowski,
Helene Hartman Kanowski present.
thank you. Jean Hill,
Jean Hill present.
thank you. Mama Boer Jewel, Andrew Leosa, Andrew,
Leo.
thank you. Rosalie Leslie,
Rosalie Leslie present.
Jenny Medina,
Jenny Medina present.
thank you. Amira Mustafa, she was on leave. Shaniqua Newton,
Shaniqua Newton present.
thank you. Tanya Pena,
Taina Pena present.
thank you. Daisy Perry,
Daisy Perry.
thank you, Daisy. Clyde Plasari,
Clyde Plasari is present.
thank you. Edgar Ramos,
Edgar Ramos is present.
thank you. Helene Red,
Aline Reds present.
thank you. Nicole Richardson, Nicole Richardson. Janelle Robinson,
No, Robinson is here. Can my name be corrected? My first name?
it's with the H first, right? Is this correct?
Yes, thank you.
Chad Royer,
Chad Royer present.
Victor Saldaña,
Victor Saldaña present.
thank you. Maharani Subajan,
Maharani Sibajan present.
thank you. Carlos Sosa,
Carlos Sosa present.
thank you. Samantha Subatis,
Samantha Suvatz is present.
thank you. Barbara Stronser,
Barbara Stronzer is present.
thank you. Gwendolyn Thomas Steed, Gwendolyn Thomas Steed,
Gwendolyn Thomas Steed, Gwendolyn Thomas Steed present.
thank you, Gwendolyn, got it. Adeline Walker Santiago,
Mahbubur Jewel, did you call? Hello?
yes, hold on one second. Adeline Walker Santiago. Okay. Okay, and I'm sorry, I heard Mama Boer. Was
Yeah,
that you?
Mabud Joel, yes, it's a disconnected, yeah.
Thank you. Okay, and last but not least, Helene Wilson.
Helene Wilson, present.
Thank you. Okay.
However, I do have a comment. Can I also have my name changed? Taina Pena. It's Tayna. Taina Pena.
Said Tayna.
Y-N-A. Correct. Thank you.
Okay, corrections made, and we have quorum.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, we'll move on to motions for the month. I believe we have a
Wait,
motion.
Barbara,
Yes.
we need to go into, we need people to go into the room to tally these votes. You can't just move on.
Oh, all right, so we're doing it now or what?
Yeah, if you don't want to go into the room, we need at least maybe 2 other board members to
No,
witness
I'll
the
go
staff.
in.
All right,
Because
so you want to do a hard pause for 5 to 10 minutes then?
yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so we got to do a hard pause for 10 minutes. So we're
right.
gonna stop recording.
All right.
Over
I've been
yours.
brought to task for not doing a roll call vote on the previous minutes, so I would ask for the secretary to go through the roll call for the minutes that we posted earlier in the meeting. Go ahead, Jahira.
1 second. Can everybody see the screen? Just want to make sure.
Motion to accept minutes.
Seconded.
Can everybody see the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And this will be, I'm putting it as motion number 1. I always change it later on. So
Mhm.
this for the minutes, okay?
Minutes, right.
Leurisa Costa,
Laurisa Costa accepts.
Sasha Andrews,
Tasha Andrews accepts.
Betty Arce.
Betty Arce approves the minutes.
Thank you. Jahira Iris approves. Emanuela Samoa.
Emanuela Samoa approves.
Thank you. Eric Asensio.
Eric Asensio approves.
Michelle Avila.
Michelle Avila approves.
Thank you. Toby Buford. Toby Buford. Myrna Calderon.
Myrna Calderon approves.
Ruth Caraballo.
Ruth Caraballo approves.
Manjur Shahuri.
Manjur Chaudhary approve.
Sandra Erickson. Nora Fury.
Nora Fury approves.
Thank you. Hugo Gonzalez.
Hugo Gonzalez approves.
Alfred Grant.
Alfred Grant approves.
Thank you. Lowell Green.
Lowell Green approves.
Thank you. Danielle Herbert Guggenheim. Helene Harmon Kanowski.
Helene Hartman Katnowski approves.
Thank you. Jean Hill.
Jean Hill approves.
Thank you. Mama Boer Jewel.
Mabud Joel approve.
Thank you. Andrew Leosa.
Andrew Leosa approves the motion.
Thank you. Rosalie Leslie.
Rosalie Leslie approves.
Thank you. Jenny Medina. Amira Mustafa's on leave.
Jenny Medina approves.
Thank you. Shaniqua Newton.
Shaniqua Newton approves.
Thank you. Tanya Pena.
Taina Pena approves.
You know, I'm gonna get yours right. Taina Pena.
Thank you. It's like the Tainos.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna think about it, Taina.
Yeah. Thank you.
Daisy Perry.
Daisy Perry approves.
Thank you. Clyde Plasari.
Clyde Blusari approves.
Edgar Ramos.
Edgar Ramos approves.
Thank you. Helene Red.
Eileen Red approves.
Thank you. Nicole Richardson. Janelle Robinson.
Janelle Robinson approves.
Thank you. Chad Royer.
Chad Royer approves.
Thank you. Victor Saldaña.
Victor Saldaña approves.
Thank you. Maharani Subajan.
Maharani Sibajan approves.
Thank you. Carlos Sosa.
Carlos Sosa approves.
Thank you. Samantha Subatis.
Samantha Subatis approves.
Thank you. Barbara Stronser.
Barbara Stronser approves.
Gwendolyn Thomas Steed.
Gwen Thomas Reed approves. Gwen
Thank
Thomas
you.
Reed approves.
Got it. Adeline Walker Santiago. Helene Wilson.
Helene Wilson approves.
Motion passes.
Okay, thank you. All right, we'll move the agenda. We have one motion, and that's the review and adoption of our fiscal year 2024
Somebody's mic is open.
capital
Besides
and
yours.
expense budget requests. All right, and I will turn that over to the chair of our budget committee, Andrew. Go ahead, Andrew.
Yes. Sorry. Making a motion to approve the budget, the capital expense budget that we had the public hearing on prior to this general board meeting.
Do we have a second?
I second.
Sal Avila seconds.
Okay. Do we have any questions for Andrew? Anyone? Beautiful. No one? All right, I guess we're ready for a vote then.
And again, I hope everybody can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
So this is a motion to approve the capital and expense. Okay, Leuris Acosta.
Leuris Acosta approves.
Sasha Andrews.
Sasha Andrews approves too.
Betty Arce.
Betty Arce approves with an exclamation point.
Jahaira Arias definitely approves. Emanuela Samoa.
Emanuela Samoa approves.
Thank you. Eric Asensio.
Eric Asensio approves.
Thank you. Michelle Avila.
Michelle Avila approves.
Thank you. Toby Buford. Yes, sir. Myrna Calderon.
Myrna Calderon approves.
Excuse me. Ruth Caraballo.
Ruth Caraballo approves.
Thank you. Manjur Shahuri.
Manju Chaudhary approve.
Thank you. Sandra Erickson. Nora Fury.
Nora Fury approves.
Thank you. Hugo Gonzalez.
Hugo Gonzalez approves.
Thank you. Alfred Grant.
Alfred Grant approves.
Thank you. Lowell Green. Lowell Green. We lost Lowell.
Lowell Green approves.
Thank you. Danielle Herbert Guggenheim. Helene Hartman Kanowski.
Eileen Hartman Katnowski approves.
Jean Hill.
Jean Hill approves.
Thank you. Mama Bourjewel. Mama Boer. Andrew Leosa.
Andrew Leosa approves the motion.
You. 1 second. Rosalie Leslie.
Rosalie Leslie approves.
Jenny Medina.
Jenny Medina approves.
Thank you. 1 second. For some reason, I'm coughing. Oh, I apologize. Amira Mustafa. Shaniqua Newton.
Shaniqua Newton approves.
Taina Peña.
Taina Peña approves.
Daisy Perry.
Daisy Perry approves.
Thank you. Clyde Pasari.
Clyde Plasari approves.
Thank you. Edgar Ramos.
Edgar Ramos approves.
Thank you. Helene Red. Helene Red.
Helene Red approves.
Thank you. Nicole Richardson. Janelle Robinson.
Janelle Robinson approves.
Thank you. Chad Royer.
Chad Royer approves.
Thank you. Victor Saldaña.
Victor Saldaña approves.
Thank you. Maharani Subajan.
Maharani Sibajan approves.
Thank you. Carlos Sosa.
Carlos Sosa approves.
Thank you. Samantha Suvatis.
Take a drink of water. Samantha Suvatis approves.
Thank you. Barbara Strong,
Barbara Strong approves.
Thank you. Gwendolyn Thomas Steed.
Gwen Thomas Steed approves.
Thank you. Adeline Walker Santiago. Helene Wilson.
Aline Wilson approves.
Thank you. Motion passes.
All right. Can I say something, Barbara? Yes, yes. I just want to thank.
Someone is breathing into the mic.
Yes, please make sure you're muted. I just want to thank everyone, the committee that worked on this budget, the committee chairs, committee board members who gave input. I think that we attempted to try to address many of the issues that are affecting our community board and our neighborhoods, and I think we heard a lot of that. We tried to streamline this budget request to really be more focused, and I'm very proud of the work that was done. Right. And I would like to give a special thanks to Eric and Jayhara for all the time they put into this. They've done it for a few years now, and it takes a lot of their personal time. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, don't forget Andrew. Andrew was like the voice of reason in many of the. Okay, Annie. All right, we'll move on to the results of the elections. And I'd like to congratulate Jahira Arias as our next board chair. Good luck to you, Jahira. I will pass the imaginary gavel to you if you want to take it from me. Here you go.
Hey, I got one.
Oh, you got one. Okay, very good. Do you want to chair the rest of the meeting, or do you want me to finish up?
No, you can finish, Barbara.
Okay, fine. All right, we'll move on to reports from our committees, I believe. All right, Andrew, you're on the top of the list with the budget, personnel, and ethics. Go ahead, Andrew.
No report. We just met earlier this evening and thank everybody for their hard work on this capital and expense budget. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Education, youth, and libraries. Luris?
Yes. Hello, Bronx Community Board 7. We have not yet met in November. We will meet tomorrow. Committee members, I see you here. Better see you tomorrow and stay tuned.
Okay, thank you. Environment and sanitation.
We didn't meet, but I want to alert everyone that there'll be a leaf collection on November 27th
and December 11. Bags will be available. We're trying to get them through the board, and as soon as they're available, we'll see how we can get them out to communities that need them.
Thank you. Health and Human Services.
Hi
Michelle,
all. We haven't met this month and plan to meet later this week. Thank you.
all right. Housing, Land Use and Economic Development, Eric.
We had a presentation from EDC in regards to the Kingsbridge Armory, and they spoke about the several workshops that are going to be happening throughout the next few months in regards to that building, and they're going to be coming back in the December meeting.
All right, thank you. As far as Parks and Recreation and Cultural Affairs, we now have a traveling crew over the winter months to clean the parks. I believe there are 7 individuals who travel in a van, and they go from park to park unless you have, it's a big park like Williamsbridge Oval or DeVoe. Secondly, we also worked on planning for our annual holiday tree lighting. It will be on Thursday, December 8th at 6 p.m., Marshalloo Parkway and Bainbridge Avenue. Please mark your calendar. We'll be able to see everybody in person, which will be great. So please come out to that event. Rain or shine, we will be there. All right, we'll move on to public safety and quality of life. Victor?
Hi, it's Sam. I'll speak on behalf of Victor. We did not meet this month. We will be meeting next month.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Traffic and Transportation, Edgar?
Thank you, Barbara. We had a presentation from DOT reference to a car share program. And another presentation from the community. Any questions? You see the minutes. Thank you. And we'll see what's going to happen in December, whether it's going to be an in-person meeting or a virtual meeting. We hope to have the new commanding officer of TD11 at that meeting. They said they should be able to drop by if it's an in-person meeting, or they'll be online if it's virtual.
Thank you. Veterans Affairs, Chad?
Yes, good evening. So our meeting is also going to be held tomorrow at 6:30 via Zoom. I also want to remind folks that we have the Veterans Flagging event at Marshalloo and Marion Avenue, Saturday, November 19th at 11 a.m. All are invited to come. At tomorrow's meeting, we're going to have someone, former Army veteran who is a woman. Her name is Tanja Blair. She's going to speak on advocacy of women veterans and some of the challenges that they face. If you have the time, please come on out.
Okay, thank you. The Ad Hoc Bylaws Committee, Myrna?
Yes, hello. So we're supposed to meet Thursday. But we are going to have to reschedule because I'm going to be out of town.
Okay.
So, and I do thank Yahaira for chairing last month's meeting. Pretty much the bylaws are finalized. What we have to do is put them all together and present them to the executive committee and then to the full board.
Okay.
And that's what I have for now.
Thank you. All
Awesome.
right, I believe that's all the committees.
Barbara, Councilmember Feliz wants to.
Oh, okay, fine. Go ahead, Councilman.
Yeah, I just wanted to congratulate you, Jahaira, on your election. You know, you're a wonderful public servant. I've known you for about 10 years. You are dedicated. You're a team player, and I know you're going to do a great job continuing to lead this board. So look forward to working with you and all of you to deliver for the people of CB7. Congrats.
Thank you. All right. Do we have any questions from board members, comments, whatever? No one?
Well, I'll say thank you. Thank you for everybody for voting tonight. Voting is part of our, democracy, right? And everything that we do. Chad, I look forward to working with you and veterans and other committees and everything that we got going on. I will be there on Saturdays.
Oh, I was about to ask you. Yeah, come on down.
I will be there on Saturday since I am the wife of a veteran and my husband will be there as well. So I look forward to working with everyone. I put my email address and my phone number in the chat. I am open to hearing from anybody at any given time, granted, not at 2 o'clock in the morning, but I will reach out to you in anything that you need in any way, shape, or form that I can. I'm here to help you. I'm here to provide as much information as I possibly can. And let's work together and make CB7 what it should be, the star of the Bronx. Let's do it together as a team. Let's be team CB7 and let's get the work done together.
Okay,
Councilmember
you.
Sanchez wants to say something too.
go ahead, Aisha.
Councilmember Sanchez?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, sorry I'm off camera, everybody, but yeah, just also wanted to join in and congratulate Jahira. I look forward to working with you and I look forward to continuing to work with the entire board. But it's really exciting to know that you'll be there. So thank you to both of you for stepping up, and I look forward to working with you. And so does the baby. I don't know if you can hear him. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All
I look
right.
forward to working with you too.
I just wanted to congratulate you, Jahira. It's been a pleasure to work alongside you for the past few years. I look forward to finishing out the year with you. And again, congratulations. Well deserved for all your hard work.
Thank you.
All right. Any other comments, questions? All right, I'd just like to close by saying thank you again for all your help, and especially to the staff who have been there for me. And I thank them also for this election process, which was not always easy. And hopefully I'll see everybody at the tree lighting on December 8th. Do we have a motion to close the meeting?
Yes, I motion to close the
board in the
Motion to
Bronx.
close.
All right, do we have a second?
Yes.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great.
Aye.
Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.